Anin Bojo, Veronica Elliott, Indigenous cause. Wapshigizik Makwakwe. Um, that's my Ojibwe name, and it means white woman swimming, white bear woman swimming. Sorry. I, I'm trying to think of a good way how to talk about how I see art, and I have a lot of art friends and artist friends, friends who express themselves with painting and drawing, uh, through camera, through taking pictures. I admire those sort of people. But when I think about how, you know, we as Indigenous people are, how would I describe that? I describe it that there's a, and I don't want to overuse this word holistic because that's not really what I'm aiming for. What I'm meaning is that there's a way of life that people in the arts, from a indigenous perspective, have, is that they need to do it. They need to do it as much as they need to breathe. They do it because not only a good idea came from their head, but it's connected to their heart, and and sometimes there's that sense that this is what their spirit is speaking to them. Way back when in my 20s, and I was living on the res. I was working in daycare, and I didn't have my ECE. I didn't have any sort of credentials like that. But I felt that I wanted more out of life. I was this sheltered young person, um, living out of the city, and I had no idea about that life whatsoever. I came across a program, the Native Theatre School, which would NTS, and that summer changed my life. Uh, I was so into myself that I wasn't being authentic to myself. So that summer blew me away, and I wanted more. I wanted so much more. It happened to be that September, after the summer program, the Center for Indigenous Theatre, which is connected to the Native Theatre School, were launching their inaugural full-time year in Toronto. So I applied, I was accepted, moved to Toronto, quit my job, and started a whole new life in Toronto. And this entered, you know, me, 24, 25. I'm entering a new world, urban life, a different circle of friends, different ideas, people almost thinking exactly the same way that I was thinking. I was thinking that it's so great to just, be just so great to be myself. And at the time, I had sort of like an inkling of being funny. I'm not going to be funny for you right now because I feel the pressure, but that also led me to doing some Second City stuff, which was awesome. But I can't imagine my 20s being any more awesome than it was, with all the people I've met. All the different peoples in film, all the different people in theater, and then all the artists. It was just amazing. And I I look at these people, and there's a lot who are still in that way of life. I'm much more at home now, raising kids. Not to say that no one can't do it and still have a family, because I've known people who have toured the world with their music group, and still come home to Barrie and have their married life and have their kids. And I think it's so awesome. I think that we as Indigenous people just keep continuing blowing people's minds, because we can have it all.
Can you just say something about who your favorite Indigenous artist is?
Oh man, Indigenous artists, eh? Currently, let's say, nothing in particular theater right now. Oh, maybe. Well, there's Jeremy Prue. He's a boy from way back in the day. He was in the inaugural year with me in CIT. Jay Soul, also, big fan. a little girl that I used to take care of in that same daycare that I quit my job, Nancy King, also favorite. Um, I have to say digging roots, but I known those people like way back in the day. So it's hard to decide on favorites. There's so many. Of course, Jennifer, the Podemskis, hello. So, you know, it's, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to choose from. So you got to pick.